Good day, everyone. This is Alan. I was thinking back to my early house sitting days because I wasn't thinking of traveling anywhere or doing anything special. But I was just helping family, friends, and people from our church. And so I like to help people. So I accepted when they said, would you like to sit while we're on vacation? So I would do that. I don't remember any of them having pets in these early sits. So I was happy to, because we lived out in the country, far away from stuff. So if I could spend a week in town at a new place, a new area, it would be fun and different. So I would do that, and then I would go to work from that new home. So yeah, people trusted me. They knew that our family was trustworthy and that I was trustworthy, so they were happy to have someone, knowing that there would be someone in their home while they're gone. When I was 17, a couple had me over to their house to show me, what it was about there. And so I agreed. It was just an average size house in town, and I enjoyed living there for a week and watching over their place. It was really nothing difficult about it. They probably left me some food in the refrigerator and told me I was welcome to do that, knowing that I'm a single guy that probably only did microwave cooking. So the folks that asked me to sit for them, I had known them for many years, so it wasn't like any interview process. They were wholeheartedly want to accept me to watch over their place. So that was very simple. The third time, I was probably 20, I'm guessing, and my dad and we painted in many different homes and assignments that he had to paint. And we were painting a garage out in the driveway. I remember that man of the house had driven back a brand new Ford Probe. And I was very interested, and I was looking at that car, and I later got one, partially because he had one. There were none in Michigan, and he drove it back from Florida from California, and I was very interested in it. So those folks came out and asked me if I would watch over their house because they were going on vacation, and I said sure. And so they invited me into the house and showed me their property, and I said sure. I'd be happy to. She said I was welcome to eat whatever was in the refrigerator, and also she had some things in the freezer. And I remember one thing I had never had before. It's called lemon chicken. She had made homemade, and I loved it. It was wonderful. I was not thinking of the future when I was doing these house sits, that it would be something that I would do in the future, or to travel and do it. Not really. I wasn't thinking of that. So I didn't go back and ask them for a review or a recommendation that would help me get a house sit from people that didn't know me. That's important, very important. You can take a note of that. If you have had past house sits and you're not yet on the websites to get new ones, you might go back and have them write you something and tell them what you're doing, and that it would be very helpful for you, because it would be. They can be uploaded onto many of the different websites as to get you a start as somebody that has experience. So that many years later, when I started coming towards retirement, and where I'd have more time to go on house sits and maybe explore different places, maybe around the world. So I looked at a certain website, and I was watching them, And so I decided to take one over into Canada from Michigan, and it was in an area that I thought would be interesting to be in. It was like for a week. The person, the family, the couple had 4 cats, and I was to watch over their house and those cats. And it was a little challenging situation. They had different parts of the house kind of blocked off for one cat, and they had another one kind of caged off in another area because the one cat was not friendly with the other 3. And I did a good job there, and I actually got to be friends with the one that was supposed to not be friendly. So I say I'm kind of a cat charmer. I can charm cats, I can speak to cats, I can get close to cats. So it was fun in that sense that I was successful in doing that sit. And afterwards, when I went back home, I thought, oh, I need to get a review or a reference from these people. And so I emailed, and I was communicating with the man, and because he was the one that was going to be doing it. And he kept putting it off and wouldn't give me a review. So it was very disappointing because I didn't have any reviews online yet. And so that was kind of the purpose that I went on that house, that was to get an experience to talk about online. And I could still talk about it, but I didn't have a reference from the actual people. So that was disappointing. So sometimes that can happen, and you don't necessarily get a review every time. And you may get a weird review that you thought you did a good job and they didn't give you a good review, and that is disappointing for sure. We really haven't had any of those except regarding the cleanliness of the house when we leave. You know, we didn't feel like we should tell them we're not house cleaners, so we'll leave it in the condition that you left it for us, and occasionally we'll leave it in a little better condition than they left it. But we were puzzled a couple times that they took 1 star away from us for cleanliness, and we were not pleased because we are clean people. So things like that can happen, and you just roll with it. It hasn't harmed us a bit. The different website that happened on hasn't stopped us from having good reviews and good experience. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll be talking about many topics that will be helpful to you as you get into house sitting. And please like our video and comment down below on your experiences or any questions you may have. We have quite a bit of experience, so we can perhaps help you answer any of your questions. And we encourage you to sign up for the different websites that offer connections for house sitting, and that would be very beneficial to you, and you can use that to help get started.